The biggest COVID-19 outbreak among Washington's prisons is happening right here in Spokane County. 779 inmates and 52 staff members tested positive for the virus in just the last 11 days.
Tonight, we're learning more about the conditions some of these inmates are dealing with, and that includes not showering. Mayor Kawash explains how the prison is dealing with the coronavirus outbreak.
More than half of the inmates here infected with COVID-19, and the Airway Heights Corrections Center is just trying to figure out how to separate them from each other now. That's impacting all operations. A woman tells me her husband is inside this prison, and he has not been able to shower for a week now, despite testing negative for the virus. 779 inmates infected with COVID-19, and living conditions are getting worse as the Airway Heights Corrections Center figures out a plan. 4 News Now obtained a memo sent to all inmates, which says the prison is not allowing access to phones, showers, and other common use areas. Now, the prison says these measures are, quote, not meant to be punitive and are only done to protect those who have not been exposed to COVID-19. Danielle Finley's husband is behind bars in this prison, and she says he hasn't been able to shower in a week now despite testing negative.
Yeah, I'm terrified because, the infirmary is full, and so they're left in their beds, and this is a deadly virus.
Finley says her husband has also been getting half-frozen meals this week. She says that's because the kitchen staff hasn't been working during this outbreak. It's still not known how the virus got into the prison, but Finley says masking is an issue.
I have heard that half the time the staff isn't wearing masks. I know that they make the inmates wear masks when they're out of their room, but half the time, the staff isn't wearing them.
The memo says the prison is planning to separate COVID-positive inmates into other units, but Finley says that's not the case so far. She says her husband was in a clean unit, but learned today one person in there now has COVID. Spokane NAACP President Curtis Robinson says he and other local organizations warned the local jail systems about this, but says their advice was ignored. Now they're calling for more action to get a handle on this.
We're calling for rapid group testing. We're calling for that to cycle through on a regular basis. We're calling for a baseline to be set.
We've reached out to the prison and the Department of Corrections, but haven't heard back yet. Reporting in Airway Heights tonight, I'm Maher Kawash, 4 News Now.